So peace, peace, peace. Coming from Alexandria, Louisiana. It is now January 28, 2020. A little late in the evening. I actually waited about 12 hours before I wanted to come on and post this. They got the final result back of the DNA testing for this cancer thing that I got. And the whole point of the DNA cancer thing was to focus down on what was causing the cancer, or the DNA of that cancer, and attack that specifically. But like all the other phone calls, it was bad news. They didn't get down to the DNA. So they went to what I would consider the worst case scenario. They went to, we're going to just attack it like the norm. And the reason I don't like that is because that's where a lot of the problems happen and come up and everything. So we're going to attack it like the norm. And as we attack this like the norm, a few things have to happen. Starting, I thought they were going to want to do it this coming week, but hey, as I said a month and a half ago, my goal was to make it to Grataia. So I get to make it to Grataia. So I will be on the dance floor for Grataia with my two kids and my beautiful wife, Ashley. Then her birthday was next weekend. So I stopped the doctor and I asked Dr. Johnson, is there any way we can put this off till at least after the 10th? Just because Ashley, my beautiful bride, is turning 50. And I think that's such a wonderful age and everything. And I didn't want to take from that. So although her birthday is the 11th we do our next CAT scan, and that is where they get the baseline. So on that baseline, that's where they're going to start measuring. And then the next morning at 7:30, we start chemo. Now, the reason that I have is it doesn't have good situations. Let's just say it that way. Is because they target the body, and so they're going to give me carboplatin and Taxol. That is the two. I just call them poisons. That's the two poisons they're going to put in my body. So there will be hair loss. There will be diarrhea. There will be vomiting. Now, I can deal with that. Heck, as I was sitting here a few minutes ago, I was thinking about it, and I got a lot of friends, a lot of people that I love that are bald-headed. Now, I'm not sure how I'm going to look bald, but Tim Roberts looks good bald. My brother Boyd Ruggles looks good bald. Nick Williams looks good bald. Rob Bowes looks good bald. Jeff Prejean looks good bald. John Nobles looks real good bald. They call him G. Gerald Lemons, looks bald. And the other day I was at the barber shop, and I was watching Brad Smith get his head shaved. And this is before I knew all this, and I was thinking, I wonder what I would look like bald. So maybe we shouldn't ask Jesus for certain things, because he's going to give them to us if we want it. But the person that popped in my mind as the doctor was sitting there and she said that was Todd Urbina. And I don't know why Todd Urbina jumped in my mind, but let me tell you how my God works. As I got off the phone call and walked out of my house, I received a text. And it was from a very good friend of mine. And it said, I'm having a little bit of a tough day. It's silly when think about what life has challenged you with. It's a good thing God made. So let me just, don't go through that. Let me just tell you, the person that texted me that morning, or this morning, as I was walking out of the house, was Todd Urbina, which was the person that I was thinking about just 5 minutes prior. So I just thought that was awesome. And then, of course, I've got another friend that's kind of going through a situation like this, and I always like to talk to them because their faith helps me rise up. And so we were talking, and they asked, how was I feeling? So now, keep in mind, this is this morning. I said, scared of it, ready to roll, not trying to hurry life, but excited to move forward. And this was their reply. And I think a lot of people that have cancer understand this. That sounds like a good place to be. Cancer is scary. It seems like such a tough and agonizing way to die. I always say I would like to go in a car crash. Laugh out loud. The mind games of cancer, it's hard. It's like a roller coaster of emotions. One day you think you will live, and the next you are sure you will die. Even in the good days, it's like you are waiting for the other shoe to drop. I thought that was such a great analogy. Now, so I've got basically till the. Let me cancel that. We're not gonna take a phone call right now. So I've got till basically after the 10th. We're going to drive over on the 10th or the 11th, and we do the CAT scan, we do the chemo and all that. Now, one of the great things about my chemo is that will be a 3-week process. So we're going to do this. 3 weeks later, we do it again, and then 3 weeks later, we do a CAT scan to see where we're at. Now, I'm going to tell you, it's not going to surprise me if I don't get over there and things are a lot better. You see, my wife has truly been making me eat this dog worm medicine, and she's persistent about it. Matter of fact, we got a pound of it in the mail yesterday, a pound. So I'm doing what she says, and I think that that's important. Every day this week and last week, somebody walked in my office, and one of the things that I first said was just how awesome it is to meet these people. And these are people that I don't know, and they come in and they tell me their story. Let me tell you something. This cancer, this stuff is bad, and it's everywhere. It blows me away. But Sunday morning, as I was in my journey group, Andy Stanley was talking about something pretty important. We are all strategically placed. And I hope that you believe that. We're strategically placed by my Father in heaven. And through that, you have to ask yourself, do you want to make a difference? Because what we do for our God, it does make a difference. And he talked about being the salt and the light of the earth. Now, I want you to think about that. The salt, what does salt do? Salt preserves. And I've kind of gotten away from that word, and I don't want to get into this Christian thing and all that, but I don't know what you call it. I want to be a disciple of Christ, but I want to be the salt of the earth. You never forget someone who comes to you with a torch. And so many people have come to me with a light. And we're not called to go out and preach and all that. I can leave all that for the church and all that. But what I do want to tell you is I think that we all have a responsibility. And this is where I get sappy, okay? So let me get my sappiness and get this over with. And I'm going to apologize now. It's just like with this chemo stuff, I'm okay until it hurts. I'm okay until I feel pain. Because you understand something? I may be 6'2", 232 pounds, but I'm a sissy. I'm a big sissy. But I know it's all going to be okay. And I'm going to tell you why I know it's going to be okay. As I already feel the crack in my voice. Because there's some people that have surrounded me. And when I see these people, I feel their heart. Here last week, I was sitting at home. Ashley ran on a dog run. Oh, this is going to be hard. She had gone on a dog run, and I was just on the computer, messing around, and something went across the screen up on the top, and it had my name in it. So I hit it and looked at it, and I saw that it was from Dixie, and they had done a raffle ticket. Now, I've always prided myself as a man that helped others. I would take from myself to give to somebody else. And I would take from my family to give to somebody else. I'm not saying that's right, but I did that a lot of times in my life. And so over the last, this happening, two instances just, it's taken my breath away. It's taken my, uh, they put this up here and it has over 200 shares. And I had a friend, Frankie Smith, call me yesterday. And his wife went through this a few years back. And I can remember his daughter played softball for me. And I can remember the trials, tribulations. Was I there? No, I wasn't there. But I remember them. But it all ties into Dixie telling me, we all went to Verona's the other night for dinner, and she was telling me the people that have just outpoured for my family, for me. I'm not used to that. I'm not used. I don't accept very well. You know, Ashley used to get so mad at me at Christmas because I just never accepted very well. So it's very hard for me. And then a very prominent man in this town, who's a dear friend of mine. We sold our house back in July, and he rented us a house. And I talked to Ashley. I said, Ashley, just give me a year, and I'll build you a house where you want to, exactly like you want, everything. So we downsized, went from big house to little house. And this friend of mine, he rented us his house. Well, he heard about what's going on. And of course, the first thing, I never wanted to talk to him because I know how he was and everything, and I knew what he would say, and I don't want to ask people or that's just not me. But so I took the rent and I turned it into 4 days later. That rent check was in my mailbox. He had mailed it back. Now, I don't know that you can be grateful enough for that. I don't know that the community that has lifted my family, that has lifted my spirits up. I don't know how to be so grateful that they can feel the love that I have for them. But here's the deal. I had that love for them before all this happened. We all have to do that. We all have to find that love inside us because life's not easy. Life is not easy. It's hard in reality. And so to finish this off, because I've kept you on here a long time, and I apologize. You see, and this is what I replied back to my friend this morning. Yes, I am not afraid of dying. I just think that how glorious it's going to be to stand at the side of Jesus Christ, to know no sorrows, to know no pain, to be an angel for eternity. And how awesome would that be to be an angel for eternity? To me, this is tremendously exciting. Now, don't get me wrong. I want every second on this earth. And one of the great things you get to tell everyone just how much you love them. So you see, in my situation, no matter what it is, I'm going to tell you personally, just as I tell everybody, 10 years from now, I'm going to still be sitting right here. But if I'm not, it's okay. You understand? I promise you, it's okay. Because the worst case scenario for any of us humans here on earth is death. But you see, think about it. In reality, That's the greatest. We spend our whole life trying to get at the foot of Jesus Christ. That does not scare me. It's more of a scare of how I'm going to let everybody that has surrounded me with love and prayers, and now even with financial support, how I'm going to thank them, to let them know, you know, it's amazing. A close personal friend come in today, just hugging their neck means so much more. So I know you all saw that thing with Kobe the other day. Guess what? Kobe didn't have time to tell his family. And if you're watching this, understand you got time. You got time to tell your friends. And I know now so many men, and I guess I say that because it's just, I see them in the parking lot at Walmart. I see them at church. I just want to hug your, I don't care if you were sideways with me or whatever. I just want to hug your neck and tell you I love you. And I pray one thing for you. I pray that you hug somebody else's neck and tell them you love them. Because you see, here's the great thing. I've got that opportunity because I don't know what tomorrow is. I think tomorrow's okay, but I don't know what 365 days from now. I don't know 6 months from now. I can tell you that it's fixing to get kind of rough, and when it does, I'm going to grab a hold of the bull and ride it. I'm going to get rid of this hair. You know, I wonder if the goatee's going to go. That means I don't got to shave no more. I like that. Okay, I love you. It's been a great night. I was going to just kind of wait, but I love you. I'm always thinking about you. If I can ever help you with something, please don't hesitate. Please don't. Hey, I know you see my Cowboys back there. See it? See them Cowboys back there? They're not in the Super Bowl, but don't be surprised if next year they're not. Okay? Y'all be good. Peace out. I'll probably be talking to y'all around the 11th or something of that nature. Of course, my favorite person on earth will be holding my hand, my rock, my strength, my love, everything on this earth. Ashley will be right there with me. I'm so thankful. Hug somebody you love. Tell them you love them. Peace out.